Okay, ladies and gents, we are going to do a very quick tour of Linnlyna's Bayle Summer Palace. It is part of the Retreats of the Rulers decorating contest. To be clear, I am not touring right now as a judge. I am just touring as a visitor, and so there won't be any judging going on. This is just me running through. I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible. I am not known for my quick touring, but we're gonna give this a go. Okay, so to begin with, let's go to the leaderboards. As you can see, I already have it set up here. Nice screenshot of the docks of New Halas with the castle pieces by Nico Zero. So let's find out how she put these pieces together. For those interested, if you look in the lower left-hand corner of the video, you can see zone information and some info about the place, such as server, homeowner name, if you don't want to use the leaderboards, who decorated it, in this case Linnlyna, the address, which is the New Halas Magical Manor, and that it's on the leaderboards under large homes. So let's go visit. Slow zone time, I apologize. Not sure if it's because I'm recording at the same time as I am zoning, or if it's just my internet being evil, but we're almost there. Just the UI resources, which is always the longest part of zoning for me. Okay, and just so you know what I look like in here, my character is usually a free blood. I didn't introduce myself. I think it's pretty obvious based on the name on the video, but this is Jezebel, and I play on the Antonia Bayle server. Usually I'm a free blood, but because I prefer to tour in first person at a larger size, I turned myself into an ogre and then used a size increase cloak. So that gives us a kind of a better first person view instead of being so low to the ground. So, pause for me to congratulate one of the guildies who just dinged. Puppet strings ding 98 carpenter, so yay puppet, yay strings. Okay, so there's a sign here. It says the magistrate's office, welcome appointments only. I'm not sure what door that's supposed to go to, unless it's this entire room. Actually, yeah, that might be the entire room, the magistrate's office. Anyway, okay, so here we have who's an actor who's obviously supposed to be Queen Antonia. She's wearing the mask after all. Then, these are the NPCs from the 11-year vet reward. This is a really good use of them, because there's a duke in here and 2 ambassadors, so that's pretty awesome. I didn't mention this, but I like how the colors of the room are carried throughout. There's the greens and the blues and the kind of brown earthy tones that are carried around in the rug and in the vases to the sides. And then these are the Bayle tapestries, so good use of the Bayle tapestries in Antonia Bayle's Summer Palace throne room. So, moving on. There was a sign up there. Office of the Treasurer, welcome by appointment only. I think there's a lot of stuff, a lot of treasure in here. There's the gold bars. Ooh, nice use of the plates as backdrops. What is this bowl up here? Is it just, it's just a clamshell bowl. It's kind of cool. Put it together to create that. Very nice. Very well done. Very well put together. It's mostly reds and golds throughout the room with the dark brown wood. Alright, let's pop outside real quick, see if there's anything Planters and a fountain. Have to say, I'm impressed with that fountain's heating, because that fountain is still running and it's frozen outside. Cute. They have a stack of books and they're frozen, so nice job with that. And we'll skip the teleporter for now. Let's go upstairs. So we'll just have to remember the teleporter. Fish tank and a statue in the fish tank. I don't recognize that statue, and I don't think it comes default with the fish tank. So I will do some research after this and find out what it is, because I'm curious. Lovely use of the high hold furniture in here, and it matches the wine rack very, very well. And the Freeport. I love how all of these items are different styles. There's the Freeport, there's the high hold, there's the Player Studio created items, and yet they all manage to mesh in this setup here. Very good job. Quite impressed with that. Alright, on to the next room. This is cute. These flowers, these are very nice flowers. I've actually never seen anyone use any of the heart set, but I love these roses. I might have to pick some up for myself. That's an excellent use of those items. It really, it's very classy and it works. So here's washstand, fireplace, a seating, oh, a little rocking chair, and a baby in her bed. Baby done by a halfling, so as long as you're angled properly so you don't see that she has very bounteous bosoms, it's definitely a child. Okay, so you can't see the NPC text here, but apparently this is Velma, the nurse, and she tells us that, quietly please, I just got Sarah to sleep. So, Sarah is the sleeping baby. Vanity with the mirror, very nice. I meant the hand mirror, not the mirror on the back. Although the mirror on the back is nice too, but I'm so grateful to Daybreak for giving us the hand mirror and the brush. Yay. Nice nightstand and scrolls. Very well put together. And, oh, I like that toilet paper. Really like that toilet paper. It's a mug. I've never seen anyone use a mug for toilet paper before, but I like that idea so much I may have to steal it, because that is a wonderful idea. Okay, and you know, I don't know about anyone else, but I would not use a toilet that's not hidden from the room by the screen. It's just separated from the room by the screen. It's totally visible from everywhere else in the room. But I think that's kind of personal preference on my part, because I just like my bodily functions to remain kind of private. So I guess I have more modesty than Queen Antonia Bayle. Then again, I guess if you're a queen, you don't really get much privacy, because you've got the servants to dress you and undress you, and you're constantly being attended by people. So maybe she's completely comfortable using the toilet in front of everyone like that. She probably has people to hand her the toilet paper. Ooh. I see the head and foot of the table here are different colors, so I'm guessing the queen goes on one end, and who knows who goes visiting dignitaries on the other? I don't know. But very nicely put together. I love the Player Studio stuff. This is by Zarali, whatever. Sorry, don't know how to pronounce your name. Love it. I love all of her tableware. His tableware? I'm assuming her. It just strikes me as a feminine name. So, Zarali, if you're a guy, I apologize, but I'm going to call you a woman, and I hope I'm right. Love what you've done for Player Studio. Also love how detailed the items are. I mean, look at this. I'm going to jump up on here so you can see. Look at the sauce in there. Love it. Okay, I'm not supposed to be focusing on the furniture. I'm supposed to be focusing on the house. So I like how the green There are, you know, spots of green throughout, like the plants and, you know, the stems of the roses, but most of it is still the reds, and in this case the pinks and golds. Very nicely done. It's simple and elegant. I like that. Alright, that's everything upstairs. Let's head downstairs. Nice job filling the niches here. Ooh, nice use of the balcony, Nico Zero's balcony pieces turned into planters along the way. Very cute. I wonder if these are supposed to be herb gardens or what. Because this is a kitchen. There's somebody cooking at the stove there, and I like how these lion's head counters have been used to create this kind of curved counter bit right here. Very nice. It makes for a very, I'm going to use this word again, elegant setup, to have it matching all like this. Look, even the lines here, they're matched up almost perfectly. I'm guessing that it wasn't possible to make it entirely perfect on this side, because that's a little difficult. So, and I like the corner plant here. There's just, I like how there's all these little touches of green throughout everything. And another Zarli piece, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, cutting board. So perfect. Wonderful job. Alright, we'll leave this wood elf here to his cooking. And let's go look at that. Oh, Pyrac. I like the Pyrac. Okay, let's go look at the teleporter. Oh, another planter on this side. Okay. Teleporter says, where should we go first? Barn and wildlife area. Okay. Ooh, I'm stuck. Nice. Okay, I'm a little confused by the dragon skull. Maybe they killed the dragon and left the skull there, or maybe those are some vicious deer. Ooh, that one looks a little bit sick. That one is a very... Okay, what is this? Tainted deer plushie. And apparently the examine window, oh, it... Okay, you can sort of see, there we go, there's the green bits. I've never seen this before. I don't know where it comes from. But apparently, you can tell it to play dead. And then once it's playing dead, nothing happens. Sorry, Linnlyna, I think I just killed your deer. I'm gonna move on now, and, oh, all of the plushies let you do that? No. A Grove Deer plushie. Interesting. Oh, these must be from... Okay, those are from... Oh, it's back. Good. Those are from the Isle of Refuge NPC pack. That must be why you can do play dead and stuff. That explains so much. Alright, so onward, inward, into the barn. Oh, I see a cow and some horses and a hayloft. Good use of various grains and hays up here. Hay tile, hay bales, piles of hay. Ooh, don't zone out, because that's kind of an ugly. I love the saddle rack. So glad that they put that in. Love it so much. It is perfect in here. Now, if only we actually had mounts with the, it's not really a Western saddle, because it doesn't have the saddle horn there. You know what? You guys don't need to hear about all the different types of saddles. Especially since I don't recognize it, because it's been a really long time since I did riding. But she used the brush here as the curry comb. And there's a bowl of apples for them. That's awesome. Okay. So there's doors here that go down, and a... Oh, bears and wolves. How cute. It's wildlife. Excellent job. I'm just going to sneak around the wolf there. And I see a snowman over here, so let's go this way, because the other way looked kind of empty. Wolf mount, some beer sitting there. Alright, into, this is Nico Zero's, one of his villas. Nice work. I like it. Nice setup in here. Which piano bench is this? This is one of the station cash ones, right? Yeah, the Oak Miss piano. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. And, wow, okay, I've never actually seen anyone manage a successful hunting trophy over the fireplace, because they always use those living deer plushies, and so they move, and that is an excellent way to do it. I might have to borrow that idea if I ever need a hunting trophy mounted on the wall. Very good. And somebody's aha, here's who's talking. This is Tom. He says, Allie, I'm home and hungry. So, oh, somewhere in here, Allie is calling out that dinner is almost ready. Oh, cute. Little table and desk in the corner. These are Jerry's stairs. I recognize them. Excellent work here, using Jerry's stairs with Nico's building to create this. More Jerry's stairs. Okay, so then here's the table. What a cute display of food and stuff. I like that. Very well done. And here's Allie, I'm guessing. Yep, this is Allie. Dinner's almost ready. I guess they're having fish. Wow, fish and turkey and ham. They're eating well tonight. What is this? This is not the sumac towel rack. Oh, these must be a more, must have been Rivervale, which means it's probably Bristlebane. And I didn't really pay attention to most of the items at Bristlebane this year because I was busy doing other things. So, cool. Nice. I recognize the water pitcher there. Oh, there was a room right here. It is a pantry! Awesome! Somebody left a spoon in the pantry. Ice cream in the ice shelf. Awesome, awesome. Okay, up we go. Up, up, up. Oh look! It's the older son. This is Robert. He's saying to Charity, Mama says you have to nap. Please, Charity, lay down. And little Charity Lynn is saying, get me out. Throwing a little bit of a temper tantrum there, huh? Very cute. And all the toys on the ground. I think she might be a little bit old for a rattle, but I could be wrong. Still, we don't have very many toys in the game, so you use what you have to. I would guess that this bed is Charity's because of the... No, wait, Charity has the crib. So Robert has that bed. There must be somebody else who lives here that we don't know about. Okay. Ooh, bathroom. Curtains for the windows. And a little vanity for Mom. And it's really dark in here because I have my shadows turned on. So let's shut off the shadows for now. If I can find them shadows off. That did not help much. Alright, I'm just going to turn them back on then. Okay, well, alright, that takes care of this. And, I don't know, is this the Game Master's cottage or something like that? Because of all the fish trophy, all the trophies on the walls. That's, ooh. Boar's Head wall trophy, huh? I don't recognize that one. I'll have to do some research. I'm seeing lots of items I don't recognize. So this... Let's take... Teleporter. Sorry for the abrupt spin there. I'm trying not to do any abrupt spins, but... Okay, the main hall must have been upstairs. So let's take it down to the dock. Oh, that's still loading, but we'll let that load while we check. Okay, so that was the caretaker's cottage that we just saw. Now we're down at the dock. So let's go up to... Oh, ship. Awesome. The gangplank and everything. Okay. So not the main hall. We already did the barn wildlife. We already did the caretakers. Let's go to the castle guest house. Then we'll come back to the main castle. Oh, we're kind of over at the edge of the main castle. Interesting. Okay, so the guest house is attached to the castle. Very nice. Okay, up the stairs here. In we go. Nice fireplace by Jerry. I like the little desk here right at the entrance. I guess guests register. Couches, benches, excuse me. Bookcase. Ooh, nice use of a column as a table. Very nice. I like this. Very well done. The masks, so we have this green going through, ooh, and the upper wall there with the rug hung there to be sort of detailing on the wall, which matches the floors because of the rugs on the floor. I like that. And then the planters all around. Lovely, lovely job. Alright, I'm going to try to spin a little more slowly, but I tend to spin very quickly, so I hope nobody's getting motion sick. Nice little area here. Ooh, a wall of a different texture to kind of make it pop out. That's kind of neat. So it's an accent wall. And what's out this way? Oh, probably, yep, probably outside because you could see it through the window up there. Nice little, oh, it's a little porch. Very nice. Okay, let's go back then this way. Here's a door, double door even, so it must be important. Here's, oh, main part of castle closed due to snowstorm. I wonder why it's telling that to us in here. Is somebody announcing that? I don't know. But, ooh, I like the painting, and the use of these masks on the wall is excellent. Really like the reds and pinks, I should say, carried throughout the room. Very nice. Little area here, little sitting room, little parlor. I kind of would have expected the bedroom to be back here, but no, that works. That works. Nice little bathroom. Once again, the reds throughout. This area, this room is blues. I like that. The contrasting. There's the blues and then the reds. We already came through there. So here, second bedroom. This one's in blues with a stained glass. The stained glass sconces in the walls. Very, very nice. Okay. Okay. Oh. So it looks like she took that vase from before and sank it. Is it? Yes, it is. She sank it down into the bureau to create a bucket of roses instead of a vase. I like that. Very nice. Good job. Is this the guard captain? Yeah, guard captain. Kind of makes sense in here. Alright, where's the main part of castle? Yes, we already heard about that. Okay. And here's the other door I noticed. More bedrooms. I love the fireplaces. Such a good job, Jerry. Actually, I love every player studio item used in this house, so good job, everyone. The fish, well, except... Okay, that's not actually... for some reason I thought that was player studio. So, yeah, Daybreak, not appreciating the fish very much, thank you. It's just a little too creepy for me. Another toilet. Let's turn on my personal torch. That does help a little bit. Another toilet here. The vanity. Not the vanity, the wash stand. Oh, how pretty. The purple flower and the pinkish purple curtains. Very nice. Linnlyna is very good at carrying colors throughout the various rooms. I'm quite, look, like the blue painting and the blue rug. Very nice job. And the blue book. And the kind of greenish curtains, actually, but there is green in the rug, so that does work. There's also green on this painting, so. Oh, pillar here just to add a little accent detail. Okay, I think, was that everything in here? Looks like it. I don't see any other doorways. Alright, so out we go. Down the stairs. Sorry, it's a little bumpy. So we'll come back around to the main castle here. And hey, look! Deckhands and a captain and guards and aha! And the sign that was telling us that the main part of the castle is closed due to snowstorm. So can you get back there, or is it just like, I'm curious now. Let's come around here and see if there's, I keep wanting to fly, but there's no flight in here because it's a house, not a, nope. Okay, so apparently that little courtyard is just for looks, which is very cute, but because I'm obsessive, I really want to run in there and look around. Unfortunately, it's blocked off. So, okay, so main part of castle. So what happens if we try to open the castle door, since it's closed due to the snowstorm? Oh, hi. Yes, I'm being saluted. Guild hall door. Okay, not touching that, because I don't want to poof out. But I think that's everything. Let's go check the teleporter again to make sure that we have everything. I like the little cart there. Okay, main hall, check. Barn and wildlife area, check. Castle guest house, check. Caretaker's cabin, check. Alright, so let's go back to the main hall and wait for everything to load. Let's run to the door so that I don't wind up with a piece of furniture stuck in me. Or me stuck in the furniture is a little more accurate, I guess. So that was Linnlyna's Retreats of the Rulers entry. Very, very nice job, Linnlyna. I am impressed. Thank you for participating. And the best of luck to you in the competition. So I hope everyone... Oh, before I go, let's vote. Yes, very creative. I liked it. And style, like I said, I really liked how the various colors and themes were carried throughout the rooms. So, excellent job. Okay, so, good luck, and I hope that your home receives all of the tours it deserves.